So guys, today's the day. The World Cup final, Argentina versus Germany. So I decided to make German Choripán, which is as close as I could come to just in between the two cultures. Germans love their sausage and beer, and Argentinians love their just meat, the blood, guts, and glory of an asado, stuff like that. So I've made mustard, chimichurri, to go with our Argentinian sausage, and some beer caramelized onions. So let's get started and see how it's made. So for our mustard chimichurri, it's really simple. It's just the main ingredients, garlic and parsley, the two real stars, salt, pepper, dried oregano, some whole grain mustard, some white vinegar, and some vegetable oil. So starting with the parsley, if you have a food processor, you could use that to chop up the parsley. Don't use a blender because you'll make puree faster than you make the actual chopped parsley. If you have a food processor and you don't want to use it, you prefer doing it by hand, it is quite an effort, but it's definitely worth it. So here I have my parsley washed and dried with the stems removed. So I'm just going to start chopping it up. So now after your parsley is all chopped up and you made a thorough mess, you can start working on your garlic. So for your garlic, we're going to do pretty much the same thing we did for the parsley. When you're chopping these up, you might want to add a little bit of salt just to get some grip. So just mash the garlic down, and it's just that little bit easier to chop. So now your garlic is well minced, you can add it to the parsley, and then just add the rest of your ingredients. So now we can add our remaining ingredients. I'm adding about 1 tablespoon of whole grain mustard, about a half a cup of vegetable oil, just a splash of vinegar, and then our salt, pepper, and dried oregano. Now some chimichurris have like red pepper flakes or chilies in them. I don't add that because the mustard gives it a good bit of spice, so you don't really need it. So stir everything together and then just sit that in your fridge for at least 24 hours. So now we can start working on our onions. Here I have a pan heated with some oil, some vegetable oil. This is about 3 onions sliced. You can add about half a tablespoon of salt and some black pepper. Stir it again. Now once your onion starts to get a little translucent and it starts splitting apart, you can add about a half a tablespoon of dark brown sugar. Now caramelized onions do require a lot of attention. So we're going to cook this on a stable heat for about 15 minutes. And I say a stable heat, meaning one temperature. You don't want to go around changing temperature too often, because then some of the onions will burn faster than the others, and you don't want that. So now your onions are all caramelized, and you can add about half of a 12-ounce bottle of beer. German, of course. And you can see you get this nice beautiful color. The beer starts to reduce and the sauce will get a lot thicker. And then you can serve it over your choripán. So for the actual chor part of a choripán, we have our Argentinian sausage here. Now if you can't find Argentinian sausage, you could just continue with the theme and use German sausage or any other similar sausage with similar spices. So I'm just going to lay these on the grill. So now that this chorizo is almost ready, you can add your bread. So now everything is ready and it's time to go inside and assemble the choripán. So now it's time to assemble. Start with our toasted bread and our mustard chimichurri. Spread it out on both sides. Grab one of the sausages. A little bit of the onion. And the choripán is ready. As you guys could probably tell, I couldn't help myself. This sandwich is it's too good. The World Cup only comes around once every 4 years, but the kitchen is always there. So I hope this series, just any of my videos, inspire you guys to just try new things, experience, different cultures, stuff like that. And even if you don't feel comfortable doing something that you've never done before, you never know, you might create something that's yours, something that's original to you. So just like, comment, subscribe, and share your thoughts.